right, YouTube, hello and welcome. We have broke 20,000 subscribers, on our way to 200 members in our exclusive Discord group. And I was having a lot of discussions yesterday with my Discord members, and I figured I would just draw out these notes. This is the crypto strategy that everyone can go through. These are the questions to ask and what to consider at this phase of the bull run. So starting from the very beginning, if you're just a beginner just getting into this space, you need to keep this simple. Your number one concern is going to be accumulation. How quickly can I accumulate my bags? Now, for the beginner, you just need to figure out how often and how much you can dollar cost average. Okay, whether you're getting paid twice a month, every week, decide how frequently you can dollar cost average and how much you can afford. If that's $100 a paycheck, if you have $1,000 a month, whatever the deal is, okay, figure that out, set it, and then plan on dollar cost averaging at that continual, consistent basis, okay? Don't worry about cold storage until you have $5,000 invested. Now, for some people, I would even up that. Like, I really wouldn't even worry until you're at $5,000 or $10,000 because you don't need to complicate this. You don't need to get a cold storage solution if you only have $500 invested in crypto, you know? So, first thing is decide how much you can dollar cost average and how frequently you can dollar cost average. Don't worry about cold storage, just worry about buying the dip, okay? Get set up on Uphold, KuCoin, Coinbase, or other preferred exchanges. Okay, I have links down below for Uphold, KuCoin, Coinbase. Those are the three exchanges that I use. I can get all of the cryptos that I want from those exchanges. So I just stick to those. The fees are good. I'm already set up. It's easy. If you're trying to get XRP, Uphold or KuCoin, Bitrue also has it available. But for the basic utility coins that we try to accumulate, Uphold, KuCoin, and Coinbase are going to have you covered on all of those. Now, if you're a seasoned crypto investor or you're already in this space, you need to develop an exit strategy for each holding. So whether you have 2 cryptos or whether you have 25 or 50 cryptos, which I do not recommend, but if you have however many you have, you just need to develop an exit strategy for each holding. Now, what does that mean? That means that you're going to set levels where you're going to take profit, and I recommend doing 2 or 3 sales as you ladder out of your position. So don't just wait for $10 XRP to sell. What my new strategy is I'm probably going to do like 2.5% of my XRP at like $7, and then I'm going to try to get that another 2.5% of my XRP bag at like $10. For those of you who know, my XRP exit strategy is 5% of my bag at $10, give or take, and then another 5% in or around $20 if we do stretch out that high this bull run. That's just an example that you guys can use, but don't wait to sell all at once, okay? And you need to determine whether you want to sell 100% of your bag or if you want to hold on to 50% of it for whatever reason. Personally, I'm offloading all of my cryptos besides XRP this bull run. And so after that, you need to set profit aside for taxes, buying back, and or cashing out. So no one wants to talk about this, but it needs to be discussed. You got to prepare for your taxes. When you take profit, when you make a trade, that's a taxable event. Be prepared to pay your taxes, okay? So you may just want to set some money aside there, right? Because if you take you make 100 grand and you think you're just rolling, right? And then you go and you buy another meme coin that you think is going to do 100x, and then you lose it all. Well, not only did you lose your investment, but you're not even going to be able to pay your taxes. So you create more problems for yourself, okay? So stay ahead of the game. When you take a large chunk of profit, have tax planning in mind throughout the year. But when you take a large chunk, okay, set some aside for taxes. Set some aside for buying back. If you want to re-enter that crypto, like I'm going to be doing with my XRP, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing with my XRP. Okay, I'm going to set some aside for taxes. I'm going to set some aside for buying back my bag. And then I'm going to set some aside for cashing out because I'm hoping that I can eventually buy my first property this year. Okay, so that's my strategy, but set it aside for taxes, buying back, and cashing out. Then you need to determine the entry points on cryptos to buy during the bear market. So right now you need to be looking at, personally, I want to get in on Algorand again. I have never been in on Quant. That's one I'm looking to get in on. Been in on HBAR, looking to get in on HBAR again, probably. Set your entry points now. It's just like your exit strategy. You don't want to get emotional. You don't want to get wrapped up in the hysteria of the market at that time. So when we do a crazy pump to 10 bucks, I'm going to stick to my strategy on XRP. Okay? When we go into the depths of the bear market and everyone's freaking out and there's blood in the streets, I'm going to know that I wanted to pick up Algorand at 60 cents or 70 cents, right? So you set your entry points on the cryptos that you want to enter during the bear market. And I forgot to mention for the beginners, the last thing was study, and for seasoned crypto investors, the last thing is study as well, okay? If you need to ask an influencer, is now a good time to buy? You haven't done enough research on that coin, okay? I can understand if you're trying to, ask if another dip's coming. I do think that a second bottom's coming in, so I'm going to be buying some cryptos later this month in or around the full moon of February 16th is when we're expecting the double bottom to come in. But I just want to stick to this strategy right here. So before I digress further, you need to study. You need to know what you're investing in. XRP at $2 was a good investment. Obviously, that sounds ridiculous now that we're at 60 cents, but when you know that XRP is meant to be a 3-4, and yes, I do believe it'll eventually be at 5 digits, well, it's a fine. Yes, you bought the current top in the current market cycle, but you need to understand what you're buying into, right? So you guys need to do your own research. If you're having to ask an influencer, is now a good time to buy? That's the wrong question. You should be studying. You shouldn't have to ask that, right? Now, if you have cash to invest now, whether you're a beginner or you're a seasoned crypto investor, we need to talk about if you have a chunk of change to invest now, and I'm talking $10,000 plus. You need to determine how much you are willing to gamble on this final phase of the bull run and understand that another alt season is not guaranteed. So where we're at right now in this current cycle, the bull run is coming to an end, right? We're expecting one more pump for our altcoins, Bitcoin to maybe retrace back up to 50,000 to 60K, not setting a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but we're expecting the altcoins to go. You need to understand how much you're willing to gamble now and how much you want to save to enter in during the bear market. So for example, if you have $30,000 cash, liquid and ready to invest into crypto this year, I do not recommend going all in at this point, like this month, in the bull market. Nothing is guaranteed and a bear market is coming. A more conservative play would be to invest $10,000 now. A conservative play would be to invest $10,000 now and try to catch this alt season pump, save remaining $20,000 for bear market. Save remaining $20,000 for bear market. So basically, you're going to invest a third of the cash that you have available now and save the rest of it for the bear market. The bear market's coming this year. So say you inherited some money, say you sold some real estate, say you sold your business, say you won the lottery. A bear market's coming. Cheaper prices are coming. So invest. I think a conservative play would be a third now and then save 2/3 of it for the bear market. So in this example, you have 30,000 cash. You're going to throw 10 grand in now, trying to catch this pump and understand where we're at in this cycle. Understand you need to take profits because we're entering into a 50 to 90% correction bear market. There's going to be a lot of blood in the streets. And save that remaining chunk of cash for that bear market, for that time. Now to wrap this up, take advantage of sideways action to study and learn. Like I was saying, if you're having to ask influencers, is now a good time to buy Chainlink or any other crypto or any other investment, okay? You haven't done enough research, okay? And don't try to absolutely time the bottom. Everybody's trying to time the bottom. If you only have $500 to invest, it really doesn't matter whether you buy XRP at 65 cents or 55 cents. You're going to get a few more XRP, but the problem is that you only have $500 to invest. Not downplaying anyone who only has $500 to invest, but you get my point. If you have $50,000 to invest or hundreds of thousands, then okay, maybe it's a little bit of a concern, right? But for many of you, right, you have $200 to invest this paycheck. It really doesn't matter if we get another 10, 20% downside in a double bottom. Specifically with XRP, if you don't have any XRP right now, that is a risky move. I would definitely pick some up now. Don't wait around. We don't know what's going to happen with XRP. Okay. With the rest of the cryptos, you want to ladder into your position. So just like I said, you want to ladder out in 2 to 3 sales. You want to ladder in with 2 to 3 purchases, okay, or more, right? But that takes the worry and the stress. Is now a good time to buy? Just buy some now and wait for the dip. Set your limit orders, okay? And if it comes through and it hits, it hits. But for many of you guys, you're getting too worried. You're putting the cart before the horse. You're worried about cold storage. You're worried about being set up on 6 different exchanges. Your problem is you only have $500 to invest, okay? And I'm not trying to beat you up if that's where you're at. If you're dead broke right now, you just have to recognize that, okay? And then you set this strategy and execute. It's okay to be broke. I've been there before, okay? You got to set your strategy here, and you got to execute and continue to study and learn. So take advantage of sideways action to study and learn, and then ask these 2 questions. What problem does your crypto solve, and how big is that problem? When you're looking at all of your cryptocurrencies here, what you're holding, what you're looking to buy, those are the 2 questions that I always ask. Okay? Now, before I extend this video any further, I want to just make this quick one, right? This is a crypto strategy that can be applied for everyone, whether you're new or a seasoned crypto investor. This is what I'm telling everyone. I've been having a lot of one-on-one conversations with members in my Discord group, and this is basically the information that I'm telling everyone. So if you're wondering what to do right now, this is it. Okay? This is not financial advice. Okay? This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm sharing as a strategy for our members. But as always, you need to do your own research, okay? And you need to get your hustle up if you're broke. It's all right to be broke, but get your hustle up, okay? With that being said, I appreciate all of you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. On the way out, please hit that thumbs up for me. Appreciate you. We'll see you.